What's going on, America? This is Kevin in Kevin's Corner. It looks like the liberal media is in panic. They're in chaos. I mean, it's a circus going on over there. See how I took it up? Yeah. So, what's going on is that all of their narratives are starting to fall apart. Starting, of course, with their push for Michael Cohen to be the great savior of the liberal party and all of his lies. And of course, Manafort didn't roll over. He's taking it like a man. He said, you know what, you ain't gonna muscle me into betraying the president on some garbage. So he manned up and he's just gonna take whatever they give him, which I believe the president's gonna pardon him. Unlike Cohen, who just rolled over, immediately. He's like that submissive dog that you come up to it to pet it and it just lay down and roll over while you just start peeing and stuff. Like, don't hurt me, I'll have your way with me. Just rolled over easily, but nonetheless don't have anything to roll over on. I even question Brother Manafort is just playing Ron Moeller and the liberal media. Like, oh yeah, I got a lot of stuff to tell. Yeah, but give me a lenience on this deal. Cut me some slack. Give me like 3 to 5 versus the 30 or so you were trying to give me for something stupid. Give me a 3 to 5, and then I'll give you some information, even though it's gonna be wrong information. Set y'all all up and then retract my story, but make y'all look foolish at the same time by throwing it out there, and then now we retract it and y'all gonna oops, further confirming that you're fake news. But nonetheless, that story ain't panning out for him. And then now we're starting to find out that Bruce Orr was running interference. Okay, he was running back and forth between Steele and Fusion GPS, which his wife worked for, and the FBI. So the FBI, what they did is they said, well, we're going to go ahead and fire Steele on paper because he was leaking information to the media. So if this ever comes back to bite us, we'll say, soon as we found that out, we cut him loose. But we're going to have my man Bruce Orr, who isn't even working this case. He's assigned to a whole different division, but he made it his mission to get involved in this. Yeah, snooping in areas that he ain't have no business snooping in. What's that? What y'all got over there? Yeah, he comes over here and he's running back and forth. He's like, hey, yo, Steele, talk to me. What else you got? Okay. Oh, okay, now I'm gonna run back and I'm gonna tattletale and tell the FBI, which now it makes it look like the FBI was being politicized. They were actively participating and trying to destroy the president, which we all knew, of course, just like we all knew that the FISA warrant was really surveillance and spying on the Trump campaign. But of course, when Trump said it, everybody was like, I can't believe this guy will come out and suggest that the prior administration was spying, listening and wiretapping his phones. See, they change up the words. I mean, Trump said wiretapping. We all know what that meant, surveilling. But, if you don't say that, the media act like they can't make the translation. See, it's like, there's a difference technically between wiretapping and surveillance. See, just like there's a difference between spying and a government FBI operative. Yeah, aka spy. But nonetheless, just like we knew that they went and got the FISA warrant without telling all the information and details, just so they can spy on the Trump campaign, and yet the media, fake media, act like they don't know anything about that. And now we also find out that those two, that spy that we were talking about, I was watching the other day, they had a guy who made it his mission, because he was, of course, getting paid and getting, go on up there and talk to him. Go up to talk to Carter Page and George Papadopoulos. Go ahead. They were pushing him over. Yeah, befriend them. Act like you're their buddies, so that later on, we can justify that they were trying to make connections with the Kremlin, and we can now put together all this stuff. They were backdoor engineering this whole scenario of Russia. But the big kicker is we also found out that instead of it being Russia that was all up in Hillary's emails, What you got in here, Hillary? It was China who was hacking her emails. So there's a good chance that China has like those 30,000 missing emails that everybody's been looking for, because they were just downloading. As soon as Hillary types it and hits send, they were like, got that, let's intercept that. So now they probably got a stack of her emails over in China. Glad she didn't get elected, because China would be like, oh, you're going to do what we say or else we release emails. So the point is that this whole time they've been trying to make it look like Russia hacked our emails and Russia attacked our democracy. They hacked our whole database. It's been China. And you know, I don't see any of these same Russia theorists and all of these people that's flipping out Russia. Why aren't they now saying this is basically war against China? Well, could it be because of their relationships with China and the benefits that some of these same political hacks have with China? They're like, we don't want to bite the hand that's feeding us, so let's go ahead and still focus on somebody who did nothing, you know, like Russia, that we can pin this on instead of going after China. But you know what though? I don't blame China, not one bit. You know why? It was Hillary Clinton who left the door open. Okay? Don't get mad when your house get robbed, but you walked out and left the door wide open and getting upset. What do you mean you came in? That's like, I had my dog. My dog used to get in the trash. Okay? Well, guess what? There was times I didn't put the lid on and I left the dog right in the kitchen with the trash. What did I expect out of the dog? Dogs like to get into trash. At the end of the day, it need to feel like a dog. It's like, look, every once in a while, I need to feel doggish. So I like to go ahead and go through trash to remind myself of what I am. I'm a dog. So the dog would go ahead and say, I know I shouldn't be doing this, but he did leave the lid off. So obviously he wants me to investigate what's going on in it. It's not that I'm going to eat the trash. I just want to make sure ain't no poison in the trash. I'm doing this for my master. See, so let me pull it down to see. Okay, is that a chicken bone? You know what? Let me just tip the whole thing over and start to go through it to see what's really in it. Then when I get home, I can't be like, I can't believe you went through the trash. But I left the lid off the trash. Hillary left the door wide open. Had the email posted up in the bathroom or something. I don't know. Yeah, with a big sign on it probably saying, if you want to hack my stuff, come in here. So she gets her stuff hacked. China did what they're supposed to do. And I'm sure as America, anybody who leave their stuff open, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to hack right into their stuff. So I don't even understand why everybody's upset about it. I really don't. But nonetheless, it just goes to show how fake this whole Russia scenario is. And it's starting to be revealed more and more as we speak. And it's going to come a time where they're going to have to just go ahead and tap out with this whole fake, phony Russia investigation. But I don't think they're going to do it. They're going to ride it out until their arm get broken instead of tapping out. That's what they're going to do, because they've committed to this. And it will furthermore prove how corrupt the DNC is, the liberal media, and all of those people that were involved in putting this whole funky thing together. Yeah. And at that point, hopefully, some of the population that's been never Trumpers and been manipulated by all of this stuff will wake up. Everybody talks about, we want our government to be transparent and get rid of corruption. And all of this corruption is right in the face of so many people out there that hate Donald Trump, that they're blinded by their hatred, and they're willing to believe fictitious lies, information, and conspiracies about Trump versus the obvious information about Hillary, about the upper echelon of the FBI, CIA, DOJ, DNC, all of them, and the funky media who just keeps dropping out lie after lie as it gets disproved. But people just act like they didn't see that. Yeah, they're like my dog, Shakespeare, God bless his soul. Hold on for a second. Moment of silence for Shakespeare. And I'm back. Shakespeare was a Cocker Spaniel. He was old, grouchy, grumpy. I think I might have been the only person he liked. He had a cataract in one eye. He was like Popeye. Yeah, he was just mean and grouchy. And Shakespeare would always let me know that he didn't want to investigate the evidence when I would take something and put it right in his nose. Shakespeare had a way of looking the opposite way. So I might come home and some paper. He had a little paper problem. He didn't even eat the paper. He used to like to tear it up into little pieces and leave it on the floor. So what I would do, I'd come home and Shakespeare, you know, the short-term memory. He forget that he done tore up the paper. So he happy to see me, you know, wagging the butt until, yeah, he's having a good time until I go over and grab some of the paper and put it in his nose. And Shakespeare would do exactly what the media does as soon as he get in their nose. Having a good time, I put the paper and I go, what is this? And he goes, slowly turns and looks away. He's like, I don't want to look at that evidence. And right now, when the evidence get put in the media's face, and then some of the people out here believe in this crap and say, look at all this evidence, what is this? They all go. So don't be Shakespeare. That's the moral of the story. Anyway, God bless you. Find me Wednesday nights, 7:30. Check out my live radio blog talk show. Also, find me on Facebook and Twitter. Links are in the bottom. If you want to support Kevin and Kevin's Corner, there's links in the bottom to do so as well. Oh, it looks like the sun is playing peekaboo. Hey, it's going in and out on me. Yeah, playing with my emotions, y'all. It's playing with my emotions. They know I'm sensitive. The sun knows I'm sensitive. Yeah. Anyway, God bless you. Find me next time in Kevin's Corner. See you soon.